Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space.
The Watch Dogs series has always provided Easter egg hunters with secrets to find, and Watch Dogs Legion is certainly no different, as today we're going to be checking out at least 15 Easter eggs, secrets and references, an unsolved mystery and a creepy Easter egg found at the Tower of London. And if you would like to see more episodes like this in the future, then don't forget to subscribe, as this is the Easter Egg Hunter. In one of the game's earlier missions, named Gap in the Armour, you'll have to set after a chap named Hamish who lives in Battlebridge and who has wired his entire flat to explode in order to delete his data and anyone that enters via the front door. And it is just after utilising the CTOS terminal up on the roof to disarm the traps that you can find this Assassin's Creed Easter egg.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Though this is not the only Assassin's Creed secret, as if you keep an eye out for the digital currency bank Quanta, and particularly the ones that have large windows displaying share prices, it is here where not only can you find a nod to Noodle from Watch Dogs 2, but also Assassin's Creed's Abstergo Industries. While you roam the world, you can once again scan hundreds of different NPCs, all of whom can be recruited to join your team, and it was just a few months ago when YouTuber Jaw Raptor discovered Sandra Cassidy, a professional hitman who had searched for descendants of Jacob Fry, who is one of the main protagonists of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and a title that was also set in London. While the fourth and final Assassin's Creed reference I could find is located at the Tower of London. And if, like me, you are wondering whose these red shoes belong to, well, I was thinking, since the platform would normally enable a leap of faith, that they might belong to Faith from the Mirror's Edge series. On your adventure, you might like to take some time out to listen in on random conversations, and while I didn't find too many references, I did, however, find a nod to my favourite team, Arsenal.
Whoa, sick moves, but you better not be a gooner.
And this guy talking to his friend about Ubisoft's virtual reality simulation, Eagle Flight.
Nobody talks about VR anymore. It wasn't even 10 years ago that everyone was all about VR. It was the wave of the future. I tried VR at a mate's house. I played this game where I was an eagle flying around somewhere. It was fun for the first hour, and I got a migraine that lasted the following day.
When you walk into the DedSec safe house, not only can you find a police box and Doctor Who's TARDIS if you like, which has been turned into a photo booth, but you can also listen to this podcast clip referencing Watch Dogs 1 and 2.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London.
And if you're after more nods to the previous titles, then you can find a poster and a session time to the sequel to Cyberdriver, a movie that was being created during Watch Dogs 2 and once again features Jimmy Siska as
Devon Von Devon.
Across the city you can spot and hop into driver cars, which are a reference to the Driver San Francisco missions in Watch Dogs 2.
Every day should be Friday.
And to Ubisoft's video game of the same name. You can purchase Clara's t-shirt from Watch Dogs 1 from the DedSec headquarters, and recently Ubisoft even teased Satara's outfit from Watch Dogs 2 on Twitter, but I've yet to discover this within the game. During the mission Coming Home, you will investigate the messed up world of Sky Larson, who has used various test subjects for her AI experiments, and if you so happen to hack the datapads on all the subjects, you will discover each text file has some binary code implemented. Which if you translate to text, you will end up with this secret message reading, "Jared, thanks you for digging." Well, I have no idea who Jared is, and he's nowhere to be seen within the storyline, so I can only assume that he's one of the developers. And if you're wondering where the QR code on the flat cap takes you, then I painstakingly put it together, hoping for an Easter egg such as a Rickroll or something, but sadly, it just takes you to the Ubisoft website. Okay, so this next one is a bit of a mystery, as all across the city there are a total of 38 masks to pick up and are sealed away in Parcel Fox containers. Now, the majority of them are relatively straightforward to pick up, but there is one that is proving a little tough to crack. You see, if you visit the Roberts and Scott Hall building in the City of London area, you can hack a CTOS terminal here and you will end up viewing an underground bunker filled with mannequins, a stage set up with DJ equipment, and under the table is the last and final mask. However, so far myself, Scorpion and Gaming with Abyss have yet to find a way in from the street level. The interesting part about this though is that on the wall you can find a poster that reads "Keep the Party Alive" and also sports an image of DJ JB Markowitz, also known as Default, and a character from Watch Dogs who is presumed to be dead. And if you happen to scan the QR code here, it will read, "Find my private party at 2 AM. Well, that's as far as I have got so far, so if you happen to find another clue or entrance to this underground bunker, I would love to hear about it. As well as all the masks you can find, there are quite a number of futuristic interactive areas you can stumble upon, like here at the roundabout in Seven Dials. There are two interactive panels between Westminster Abbey and the Cathedral. There's this walkway in Pottersfields Park. There are some light panels you can change, and two bizarre sculptures, one in King's College and one in Bondwick Square, that follow you as you move around them. Though that is not the only thing that follows you, as our final Easter egg takes us to the mission known as Inside Albion, where eventually you'll have to escape through the dark, dank and creepy hallways of the Catacombs.
Shit!
Home of many cells, a torture chamber, and apparently the place where Wallace, Lady Jane Grey and Guy Fawkes were all executed. Then there's the statue of what I think is Queen Victoria, where not only can you hear a woman sobbing behind the wall, but it is also the statue which is of interest because it is always keeping an eye on you.